looking for. I said, don't go looking for. Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel, Blooming with Ayana. Today I wanted to make this video to share my experience with having fibroids. And so this is for the ladies that may be struggling with heavy bleeding, heavy periods, and are considering removing their fibroids. I have been struggling with heavy periods for about 2 years. And because I was bleeding so much and very long extended, so I would bleed for like 7 to 10 days, and they were like super heavy. I'm talking about 10 to 20 pads in 2 days. So I was bleeding really heavy for about 2 years, and that caused me to become severely anemic to the point where my doctor told me I needed to get blood transfusions. Now, when it came to, getting a blood transfusion, I was completely against it because, number one, I am an energetic healer, and then having someone else's blood, not knowing their energy, I was kind of like, no, thank you. But I'm not against blood transfusions, especially if you really need it, life or death situation. It was to the point where my doctor was like, how are you even functioning? How are you even moving and living your life? Like, how? And I'm like, yeah, it has to be God, because it really was deteriorating me. And so, it got to the point where like I could barely get up out of bed. And then on top of being anemic, I was going through a lot of changes and transitions in my life, which did not make things easier. So like having depression and anxiety, and then being severely anemic and trying to, find something that motivates. Let me tell you, it was a lot. So anyways, the discussion of having surgery began in September of 2022. Yeah. September 2022, that's when I decided that's when the doctor was telling me I would have to have surgery. And so this is what I did. I decided, okay, we're going to try to heal ourselves naturally. And we are going to go find a holistic doctor, and we are going to take all the supplements, take all of our vitamins, exercise, like do everything that we're supposed to do anyways. I did that for about 6 months, spent a lot of money on a holistic doctor. And not saying that couldn't work, but for me, where my body was already at, I had so many fibroids. Like, you really don't know how many fibroids you have until the doctor goes in there with the camera. Yeah, I tried to do it holistically, but it was too late. I think more with fibroids is more of like a preventative thing. Eat better and just stay away from blood, because fibroids live off of blood. And that's why people say, be vegan and like eat plant-based diets, because fibroids, they survive off of blood, your blood, food, like the things you're eating, it's going to survive. That's how it lives, and that's how it grows. So yeah, it was a hard decision to go to have the myectomy. It was definitely a very hard decision. I did not take it lightly. But my doctor looked at me and was like, Ayana, if you don't get these fibroids removed, you'll die. You will bleed out. And she was like, I see people bleed out every day. And I honestly felt like I was dying. Like every month I dreaded my period coming. Like I was not excited. I was like, okay, and I'll have to take 10 days off just to get through it. Like the first 3 to 4 days, I can't even walk. I couldn't even walk. So it was just a really hard time. But let's talk about my experiences while having fibroids in friendships. Here's one thing. First and foremost, you really know who your friends are when people are patient with you, especially because you might have energy to do some things and certain things with certain people, and then another minute you don't. So literally for me, I had 3 weeks out of the month, if not 2 weeks out of the month, to really do what I want to do before my period comes. So I was like, it was always a challenge of like trying to do things before my period came, because when my period comes, I can't do anything. And so I think for me, from 2022 up until 2024, there have been a lot of failed relationships because people want a lot of my time, which I don't have to give. And then you kind of see how selfish some people can be, but that's another story. There are two different options for the surgery. One is like through the vagina, where they use the camera and they use a machine to suck out the fibroids. And then the second option was cutting through your belly, like a small incision to get the fibroids as well. I was very scared about the one through the stomach because having to get it removed that way automatically makes you, automatically you would have to have a C-section, which I don't really want to do because I do want to experience the push. But if you do have to get the myectomy, know that there are different ways of having the procedure done. I didn't have to have the incisions made through my belly, by the grace of God. So yeah, there is that. And at the end of the day, we just have to make peace with every decision, whether you have C-sections or you give birth vaginally to your children. It does not matter. You are still able to carry life and become a mother. And I think that's more beautiful, if anything, the best thing. So there's that. Yeah, so pretty much I recommend, getting the surgery if you have to. I feel so much better now. My surgery occurred January 5th of 2024. It is a month later. I think I don't know what today is, but it's somewhere like February 7th or 8th. And I feel better. I feel like I'm gaining my energy back. I'm taking my iron supplements. I'm learning how to balance my hormones through my foods and, by doing certain things and the activity levels. So yeah, I am also going to share, at the end of this video, I'm going to share my vlog. So if you just want to see real life time, my experience, stay tuned. Today is the day where I am going to have the fibroids removed. And I have very mixed emotions about it. I've been excited because I'm just ready to just feel good and have more energy again. But I am also very nervous because I don't really like pain. So this was energy stored from like passed down trauma, and I'm just getting rid of it. So glory be to God. We are on our way. Looks like we'll be getting there at 8:52, so he's gonna need to push it. All right, bye.
All right, so I'm about ready to pick up Ayana from her surgery, and last night she picked up a 7-Up cake as like a celebration gift to herself, I guess. So anyway, I've got a slice waiting for her, and yeah, stay tuned. We've got another video coming up. See her coming out. Sounds like it went great. So excited.
You just seem really tired.
Yeah, I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
But it was a great procedure. They turned on Chantra Siba's music.
Who?
Chantra Siba.
I'm not
the YouTube music. So it was just like, it was just my vibe. It was perfect.
You didn't even have to ask for it?
No, they asked me.
Oh.
They're like, well, what kind of music do you want? And then they had the music on, and like they injected me with the medication that like made me sedated, and I was out.
Oh, you fell asleep?
I was like up strangely. My nose kept itching, so I kept asking her to itch my nose because I couldn't move my hands.
You tried to, but you just couldn't?
I couldn't. Yeah, they had my hand like strapped down.
Oh yeah. What do you got here? What is this? Is it good?
They said the fibroids were large.
Larger than they thought.
I guess.
But they got them, they said?
I don't know if she got all of them. But it was a good experience. Like, I started to get a little nervous, but
Did they give you the fibroids? Did you get to keep them, like take them home?
No, they're actually sending them to the labs
Oh,
to see if like it's cancer or anything.
okay. Probably standard procedure, I would imagine.
I'm just ready to go to sleep.
Yeah. All right, well, tell the people you love them.
They told me not to make any decisions today and not to
On anything?
and don't sign any documents.
Yeah, I think that's wise advice.
But yeah, I love you guys.
All right. Out.
So I made it home. The surgery went better than I expected. Just so drowsy. So yeah, the surgery went very well. I didn't experience any pain. My nose itched the whole time. The staff was amazing. I'm super tired. Okay, bye. It's almost 3:40, and that's when I can take ibuprofen. I felt like the medication started to wear off about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And like the pain for me I'm feeling is more on the left side of my uterus. I would say like this pain is like kind of like period cramps that just kind of won't go away. So it's just like a persistent cramping. So I have a heating pad, and I'm gonna take this ibuprofen soon. But I'm definitely on a scale of like 1 to 10, probably at like a 5 or a 6. It still kind of hurts and sucks, but I'm sure, yeah, it's not that bad. It's livable. Just, yeah, like, and then I keep waking up and going to sleep and waking up and going to sleep, so I'm just super drowsy. So yeah, I'm about to take this medication. Bye. Hey everyone, so today is day 2 after the surgery, and I'm feeling okay. Like I feel a little crampy, but I can walk fine. I haven't even taken any medication. So I just decided to, okay, so here's my mistake. I did not plan well enough when it came to my food. So yesterday I was kind of like on my own because Eric had to go to work, and there was literally no food for me to eat that would like help me take my medication. So I had cake. I was just kind of feeling nauseous from eating the sweets, you know, and so that's a long story. If you ever have to do surgery, if you ever have to go through a surgery, make sure you are prepared for the meals you're gonna eat later on. Don't put that on other people. Like, plan accordingly. Have things that you already like, things that are easy, maybe spaghetti or salad or wraps already made, so you can just go in there, eat your food, and then take your medication. So that's something that I was really upset about with myself yesterday, is that I just didn't have enough. Like in my mind, I thought I was prepared because I went and bought some, you know, fresh pressed juice, and I just had the juices there. But I'm like, we needed more than just juice, and I think that's the problem I've had on my journey with food and like building a routine around what I eat and what's healthy, is I haven't really nailed my exact routine. I have an idea of what routine I want to follow, which is like drinking water, then drinking tea, then having a smoothie, and then having like a breakfast bowl or oatmeal, lunch and dinner. So I know what I want to follow, but it's about remaining consistent and having a plan when I'm out and about and, you know, running around. Because what happens is I start running errands and I'm gone all day, and then like I'm eating out, and when I eat out, I'm not making the best choices. So this year my goal is to just really challenge myself to just cook my own food. If you are considering the procedure, you know, for me personally, I'm day 2 and I'm able to run my errands. So just so you know, like, I don't feel too afraid of the pain. I haven't even taken any pain medication. So yeah, if pain is your concern, the most pain I felt was yesterday once the medication wore off and I had to wait for the time period to take more medication. Other than that, I'm fine. You know, my periods are much worse than the pain that I'm feeling today. So yeah. It's a beautiful morning. Made my tea, raspberry leaf tea with green tea. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Dior. Hi, baby. Hi. I am so happy that I got these fibroids removed. I actually had the best experience, and my surgeon was amazing, and she made me feel so comfortable. And there's a lot of things I learned about getting the fibroids removed. Having the fibroids removed not only is going to lighten my period, if not maybe, diminish the period, but also, I'm learning how to balance my hormones so I can just function and stop feeling so overwhelmed and depressed, because I'm a woman and we have womanly issues. Another thing to note is that I was so afraid of getting the surgery that I thought I wouldn't be able to get pregnant. And still, I don't know. I haven't tried to actively get pregnant. But that was one of my fears, is if they go in there and take out these fibroids, am I not going to be able to have a baby? And then, from my own research, I found out that a lot of women are actually able to get pregnant once the fibroids are removed, because the fibroids are out the way. So, sperm can make its way to the egg. Again, when that part of my life comes, I'll do my best to share my journey. But yeah, I'm not actively trying to get pregnant right now. I do want children. I want 3 or 4. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends who may be going through something similar or are considering having a fibroid removal surgery. With that being said, so much love. Thank you so much for being here. And also check out my other videos. I'm a Reiki master / Karuna master. I love creating vlogs about my life and vlogs or guided meditations for you to listen to. And if you're interested in learning Reiki, I do teach Reiki. So go ahead, check out my page. You can follow me at Blooming with Ayana on Instagram, and you can follow me at Nouvelle Healing on Instagram as well. Sending love and light your way. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Bye.
From the bottom, and we made it out the struggle. Do this shit for my mama, my older sister, little brother. If we got us a problem, we call up doing the heat of muscle. Different day, different problem, and every day's another hustle. Everybody said they need me, then deceive me. I done lost some of my family, cause they get greedy. If this shit was really easy, then you would be me. Niggas should've never tried this shit we do on TV. As a little kid, I used to want that.